Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to explain lesson 1 in unit 4, screen time. This is the title of our lesson. Before we start here, we have two questions. You should answer them yourselves. The first question, how many hours do you spend on screens every day? The second question, do you think it is good to spend much time on screens? Why and why not? As you know that most of you spend a lot of time looking at screens, and this may be useful or harmful for all of you. So you have to think before using screens and look at them for a long time and decide what are you going to use the screens for. I want you to answer these two questions in your copybooks in front of you and then start reading with me. Read the following text. Is all screen time the same? Why? What does this question mean? It means that is it good to spend time on screens or is it bad? What are the advantages and disadvantages? And why? You have to ask yourself why we should spend time on screens. Some of you use the screens for entertainment, and some of you use the screens for studying and researching. Let's read the lesson and find out about these benefits or advantages and disadvantages of looking at screens. Let's read together. Screen time means the total time a person spends looking at screens. These screens can include phones, computers, tablets, or TVs. Today, almost everyone uses screens for many activities. Students use laptops for homework. Teenagers scroll through social media, and families watch movies on the weekend. But not all screen time is the same. Some of it useful, like doing schoolwork or learning a new skill online. Other screen time, such as watching videos or playing games for hours, may not be helpful. Experts say young people should not spend more than 2 hours a day on entertainment screen time. It's important to balance screen use with physical activity, face-to-face time with friends, and rest. Spending too much time on screens can also affect your health physically and mentally. It causes tired eyes, headaches, and trouble sleeping. Moreover, it can also make it harder to focus and may make you stressed. So, to avoid these side effects, you should take short breaks during meals, before bedtime, and while doing your homework. You should also do other activities away from screens, and they concentrate and stress on this part. You shouldn't sit in front of screens for a long time. I think you understood the message, but before we answer these questions, let's have a look at this PowerPoint and see together or find out together about the meanings of some of the words which are included inside this text. First word here we have physical. It's related to the body. Entertainment. Fun activities like games or watching TV. Expert, a person who knows a lot about something. Balance, to keep things equal or in the right amount. Useful, helpful for learning or work. Screen time, the time spent looking at a screen. Focused, not easily distracted. Distraction, something that takes attention away. Modern, something new and advanced. Smart, uses technology. These were some of the words which are included in the text. Let's go back to the text here. As you see, we have to think about these questions. Answer the following questions. The first question is, what is the main idea of the text? Want you to go back to the text and think about the main idea. How can you find out about the main idea of the text? You have to read the whole text and then find out what is the text talking about. Here, the right answer to this question is the advantage and disadvantage of staying in front of screens, okay? Or screen time, the advantages and disadvantages of screen time. The second question that we have, why is it important to limit screen time? Of course, this is a very vital question and important question. You have to ask yourself, why is it important to limit screen time? Why? Why we should put a time to look at the screen? Is it because we have to stay healthy or avoid looking at screens for a long time, or to protect ourselves from the side effects as it mentioned here in the passage? When you look at the last lines here, you should also do other activities away from screens. Here, if you look at also the second paragraph, it's important to balance screen use with physical activity, face-to-face time with friends, and rest. Spending too much time on screens can also affect your health physically and mentally. So it causes tired eyes, headaches, and trouble sleeping. All of these we can use them to answer the second question. The third question here, can you imagine a day without screens? What would you do instead? Okay, we have this a very important question also. Can you imagine a day without screens? Can you keep your phone aside without looking at the screens? Can you ignore or keep the laptop or any of the available screens at your house away from you and look only at the book and study? Some of you find it impossible, and some of you can do that. Okay? The answer, it depends on your thinking and your mind. What would you do instead? If you are going to stay or spend a day without screens, what would you do? Will you practice sports for entertainment? Will you sit with your parents and your uh, siblings to talk or speak about something important related to you or related to the other people around you? All of these answers, you must answer them this question, you must answer it yourself. No one can decide what are you going to do because it depends on your thinking. Now, when we look at this exercise, the second exercise is about vocabulary. Read the text again, then in pairs. I don't want you in pairs because we are online now, so you can answer it yourself. The first one, Here, I want you to write the correct word in bold in front of its definition. You have the books in front of you. You can open them at page number 61 and read exercise related to the body, related to the body. Okay, which word of these words, which word, which wrote in bold from the text we can answer, or we can match it with this definition? Of course, it will be related to the body. It means physical. When you look at here, you can say physical. Look at this one. So this will be the answer for number 1. The answer for number 1. Okay, we highlighted it. The second one here, a person who knows a lot about something. Which one? We read it here in the second paragraph. As you see, it's experts. So the second answer here will be experts or expert. Experts is the plural of expert, the man or someone who has great knowledge, or as we defined it in the PowerPoint before. Let's go to number 3, please. A person who, sorry, I forgot fun activities like games or watching TV. This is number 2. So it will be entertainment. Number 2 will be entertainment, and number 3 will be expert. Okay, so this will be number 1 here. When we add a text here, just 1 minute. Here, this will be number 1. And here, this will be number 2. And this will be number 3. Let's go to number 4 after that. Number 4, to keep things equal or in the right amount. Of course, it will be the word balance. So this will be number 4. After that, number 5, helpful or for learning or work. What is helpful for learning or work? Which one? Is it screen time or useful or side effects? Of course, it will be useful. Then, the time is spent looking at a screen. It will be screen time. This is number 6. Okay, now we finished the most important things in the lesson, but I will go with extra and additional exercise to understand more about this lesson. Look at this slide here. We have here synonyms and antonyms. We have the word and its synonym, and we said before that synonym, it means the same meaning of the word. Antonym, it means the opposite of the word. We have the word total here. The synonym is entire and complete. The antonym is partial or incomplete. Include, it means contain or involve. The antonym or opposite is exclude or omit or leave out. Useful, the synonym is effective or helpful. The antonym is ineffective. Entertainment, it means enjoyment or amusement. Then the antonym or the opposite of this word is dissatisfaction or boredom. Balance, it means adjust or weigh. The antonym or opposite is unbalance. Physical, it means bodily. And the antonym is mental. Limit, it means control or restrict. The antonym is permit or extend or allow. Equal, it means balanced or alike, or the antonym is unequal. Distracted, it means confused or disturbed, and the antonym is focused, alert, or yes, alert and concentrated. In this slide, as you see in front of you, there are some prefixes and suffixes. Here we had suffixes. Prefixes, it means letters that we add in front of the word to change its part of a speech. Suffixes are letters that we add at the end of the word to change also its part of a speech. Here we have suffixes, not prefixes. We have mint and ly and ful, tion, ed and ed and y. In the first word, entertain, when you look at the slide here, you can find the word entertain. We added ment to change it from a verb into a noun. From a verb into a noun. Okay? And then in the second word, mental, we added ly to change it from adjective to adverb. Then help, we changed it from verb into adjective to be helpful. Then distract, we changed it from a verb to noun to be distraction. Then focus, we changed it from verb into adjective to be focused. And then stress, from verb to adjective to be stressed. We added ed for both of them. And then we can add y to a word to change it into a noun. Like health, it will be healthy. Okay? From a noun, to adjective. From a noun to adjective. Okay? We have the word health. Sorry, I didn't write it. To be adjective. In front of you. Okay? From health to healthy. From noun to adjective. Then look at this exercise. I want you, don't look at the answers. I want you to answer them yourselves first, and then I give you the answers under here, under this slide at the end here. The first one, the word useful is the synonym for lazy, useless, helpful, slow. You have to choose and decide. Mental is the antonym. I told you before about the synonym. It means the same meaning, and antonym, it means the opposite or the other, the different meaning. Okay? The words focused and what have the same meaning. Is it distracted, inattentive, concentrated, bored? The synonym of cutting edge is outdated, old, traditional, advanced. The suffix ful, y, less, able, change the noun health into an adjective. Which one? The suffix y, ly, ness, ment, change the word mental into an adverb. We can form a noun from the verb distract by adding the suffix er, ment, ion, or ing. I want you to answer first and then look at the answers here as it was mentioned for you in the slide. By this time, we have finished the first lesson in Unit 4. I hope you understood the meanings of the words and enjoyed our lesson together, or enjoyed the lesson with me. Thank you with my best wishes.